Hello everyone, and welcome back to Scythe 2. This time, MAP25. This start is the hardest start in the entire map set so far. Take your time if you need to, but there are many cases where you can't. So be prepared for that. Watch out for projectiles because there will be a lot of them. Right now, my goal is to get some infighting between these sniping enemies behind this wall and the cyber demon. If I can achieve that, then I can move on with my task. Now come on. Fights. Excellent. That should hopefully keep that cyber demon occupied for the next 10 million years or something. When that archvile gets to the center, use your rockets and kill him. And until that happens, kill everything else. All these imps must die. This is a UVMax after all. All kills. It also just gives you an easier time, honestly. There he is, going to the center. Excellent. Now I'm going to finish off the remaining imps. And there's going to be a Hell Knight up there too, so I'll have to kill it. I want all of them on one side dead, so I don't have to fight a two-front war. If you know anything about German history, then you've got a good idea of how that tends to go. Try not to intercept any projectiles like I just did. Don't face rocket yourself on these walls right here. And you can kill everything here without much issue. I'm not doing the best job of dodging projectiles this time. And it looks like I have to take out the plasma again and hold them off. These barons, they're blocking that switch, and that switch lets us leave this place. So of course we want to hit it. It's one step of many, which will have to be taken to beat this map. Double kill. Try and kill those revenants immediately. Fire some plasma at them. Enough to kill at least one of them, or damage both of them pretty severely, and then you should be fine. Try not to get hit by these guys. Alright, excellent. There's a chain gunner there. I'd like there not to be. But for now, I'm going to go forward. I need that chain gunner dead, though. It'll interfere with my plans later. And that's something that cannot abide. If you want, you can open the door behind this Mancubi first to kill all those revenants. But that's not what I want to do because this is much safer, even if it costs me more ammo. I fire 3 rockets into this horde, and then cut them down with the super shotgun afterwards. Now that they're all dead, this arena is pretty deadly, so I'm going to get myself up to full health and run around this corner real quick. Use these pillars to great effect, because there's an archvile in the center, and you don't want to deal with them. If you take a lot of damage in the first fight, then you can pick up a berserk, and you can use it here. It's the only place you'll have to use it, because it has pinkies, and you have a lot of ammo most of the time. Watch out for those projectiles. Taking any damage here, or anywhere in fact, is just not good. This is not the kind of map you want to take damage in. The reason it's been a bit since the last video, as in 1 extra day, is because this map is quite difficult and I was having some problems. I'll have plenty of outtakes for you, if you like that sort of thing. But all my outtakes are going to be compiled into one video at the end of this series. So, while I may not have those outtakes today for you, I will later. Now here we've got some barons. We want them to fight the Cyber Demon. First they need to come out. And it looks like they're beginning to do that. Now that they're fighting, I can get what I want. Those 2 sniper revenants need to die. And it's best to do that while the Cyber is not focused on you. This time the Cyber was really quick in killing all the barons. So, it's not going to take as long. You can use this staircase to sort of circle the Cyber Demon. I want him dead so that he doesn't block my rockets on the upcoming archviles. And because I find that him being dead makes this section a lot easier, albeit you have to use more ammo for it. Try not to take any damage here. Any damage you take here will affect you later. So far I've taken no damage in this arena, which is a personal record for the runs I've done so far. But that's about to change. But not with this switch. Fire across the way at these archviles. I like to fire 10 or so rockets. And if any survive, I'll fire a couple more. And then I'll start doing this kind of thing, sniping them down. Surprising, more than one survived this time. But once there's only one left, I go around this corner and use the wall for cover if I need to. Since I've got a good amount of space, I can do that. Pick up that cell pack and prepare for this fight. Shoot that switch in front of you immediately, and now prepare to run. Try not to take any damage, unlike me. But once you go around once, you should be able to get inside there and get the Megasphere, which is something you really want. Now try to minimize any damage you take by killing all chain gunners, because they're what's going to take you down. Everything else is mostly inconsequential, except when they roll high. That's annoying. I hope that chain gunner up there dies. We don't need sniping chain gunners on this map. We've already got enough to deal with. It looks like it has. This part's really gonna drain your ammo, so be prepared and try not to waste any ammo before it. Lucky there. I don't want to spend any more plasma ammo than I need to, especially here. But now that everything's dead, I'm coming out. I'm gonna grab these rockets right here, and I'm gonna come down and hit this switch. That Cyber Demon can now advance, and I'm going to walk up here, which releases all of the enemies behind that wall, and now I'm going to retreat. That was a bit close. That was also a bit close. I'd rather these two, like, screw off, so that I can get them to infight. This might be a bad situation. Looks like the first Cyber's down. Very dangerous situation here. I want you dead. I don't need two Cyber Demons fighting. I want the Cyber Demon to kill all of these enemies. It's not doing a good job of that right now by being distracted. Come on out. So you can kill everything else. He's just standing behind that wall. That's good for me, as it means that I can get him to infight with the remaining Hell Knights. After that, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna retreat to here so that he infights with everything else. Very dangerous. There we go. On to the next section. But I want some healths first. And some shells, probably. There's a lot of guys right here. There's also a really... This guy needs to die. I forgot about him. That's the guy that you really don't want to forget about. If you're gonna forget about anyone, make it someone other than that guy. I want to kill these revenants so I don't have to deal with them later. Come on, auto aim. Next on my list of, well, I guess my hit list, is these guys. The Baron and Pinkies. As well as everything else on the other side of this fence. Luckily this time, they started infighting earlier, so I don't have to kill all of them. But normally there's an archvile up in that cage. Kinda annoying to deal with. You can use a lot of rockets here if you want to. Rockets are not uncommon at the moment. But there's no need to waste rockets on single guys. That ignores the strengths of using rockets. There you go, double bile attack. Pre-fire when you open this door so that you kill both of those evil marines. I want some more health and some more armor. And I know where to get it. Be careful about going into a specific door. You'll know which door that is in just a moment. I'm gonna kill this archvile from down here because I just don't want to deal with it later on. When you walk up these staircases, you're given a barrage of revenants and a baron. They won't last long against your BFG. There's some chain gunners for you. And a couple Mancubi. I'm gonna kill all of the Mancubi before moving on. Because as soon as you walk into this room, you can't leave. Don't remember how soon, but I know that you can't leave. So, I'm gonna take this first. And there's one secret in this map, this plasma gun. For us, it just provides some helpful cells. When you hit this switch, run. I got stuck there for a second. That doesn't happen often. In fact, this is the first time that's happened to me while doing this run. But as you can see, it can be particularly lethal. Be very careful. Try not to let that kind of thing happen. You've got a lot of guys on the outside there. It's best if they kill each other, you know. Not all of the enemies will teleport in when you hit that switch, so you will have to come back again. And on the way, I'm going to get the blue key, which will be our exit from the map. We're gonna hit this switch, and the enemy count should jump in deaths once we kill them all to 432, because there are 2 final enemies in the exits room. And there you go. 432 enemies dead, 2 remaining. Here's one of them. And here's the other. The way you exit this map is pretty unorthodox. You can't walk through here, and there's no way to raise this so that you can. So you must commit suicide. Just go up against the wall and fire rockets. And do not hit, like, respawn at all, because it will stop you from getting into the portal. And that's it for Map 25, Forgotten City. It's a pretty hard map. It took me a lot of tries, but this is my first attempt today. So, it's a pretty good map, but it will take you a while if you aren't prepared, which you should probably practice if you're going to try and do this one. Next up, we're finally getting to Hell. The Hell episode is pretty interesting. I like the first 2 maps a lot, and the last map. The other ones, we'll see. But the next map is potentially the hardest one in the entire WAD, so you can look forward to that next time in Map 26. Which is aptly named Death. Goodbye, have a good day, and I'll see you next time in Death.